Yes.
Every time, if you ask an Israeli, the Palestinians are the bad guys, and the Israelis are the good guys, and the ones that suffer. For our own reward, the Palestinians, and they made a very huge and a good publicity, they are the victims. They live bad, they don't have buildings, they don't have where to live, they are in a poverty, and they are the victims for all the world. Yes. What is the reality? Are they the victims? Are the Israelis the victims? Or there are no victims in this? Or
the reality is that both sides are experts at playing the victim card.
I think the Palestinians are better.
No, we have the Holocaust. No one can beat the Holocaust.
Right. But now they are taking it.
We have the ultimate victim card, and when we don't have the Holocaust to use because it's history, we have Iran, we have ISIS, we have all the enemies in the neighborhood. Palestinians play the victim card also because they have us, they have the occupation, everyone's against them. This isn't going to help Israel, it's not going to help the Palestinians. We have to get out of this victim mentality. This is what I said earlier, that the brilliance of Zionism was that we stopped playing victim. We decided we're going to take our fate in our own hands. Our future depends upon us working out some kind of agreement with the Palestinians. It's in our interest to do it. It doesn't make sense to play the victim card. We are the stronger side. We are a state. We are recognized. We are powerful. We have an army. Let's face it, Palestinians don't have a tank. They don't have artillery. They don't have the best Air Force, one of the best they don't have any Air Force. They don't have control of their sky. We control their electricity, their water, the movement of goods and people. We control their borders. There is a strong side here, there's a weak side here. This is not to say that the responsibility is not on their side as well. It takes two to have an agreement. But there is a strong side and a weak side.
But there are many Palestinians that say that they prefer to live in the Israeli side or in the Israeli government in some way because it's more secure than to live.
There aren't so many Palestinians who say that. There's a lot of Palestinians who say that in the Israeli propaganda. In reality, there are not a lot of Palestinians who say that. I know
they prefer to live.
They want a free, independent Palestine. They want to live with dignity under their own.
Who is going to be the leader of this? With Gaza, with Hamas, they are so supportive. How can it get it?
The Palestinians have to resolve their problems internally within their house. The question of who leads them is ultimately their decision, and they will have to decide through democracy. The leadership of Palestine will be decided through the ballot box and not through the gun. And this is also part of the future relations between us and them. Gaza will eventually be part of a Palestinian state. But as long as Hamas is in control of Gaza, it won't be implemented there. But we have to say we have no interest in controlling Gaza. We don't want to rule Gaza. We left Gaza. The minute that the Gazans have a regime that's willing to make peace with us, we're willing to make peace with them.
It's better to have a common enemy than a common leader for Palestinians. Gaza and Cisjordania, it's better to have a common enemy than it's Israel.
I don't believe it's better for anyone to have
a common enemy. For the leaders, it's better to have a common enemy than to find out.
I don't believe it is better for anyone to have a common enemy. It is better for people to have a common leader and to have common interest in making peace. This is in the interest of the Palestinians. They don't want to live under Israeli occupation. They don't want to live under the occupation of Hamas. They want freedom. They want independence. They want dignity. They want to live. Every young Palestinian that I know wants to have a better life.
And Israelis want also that.
Of course, we all want that. This is why I said both Israelis and Palestinians that I speak to every single day say, we want it. We want peace. They don't. Let's stop pointing the finger and let's start talking to each other.
It will be possible?
Of course it's possible. I don't know any conflict that is not ended as a result of talking and ultimately changing relations. Germany and France is a great example of countries that fought each other for centuries and killed each other. I can give you more examples. Every conflict that has emerged in a peaceful settlement got there through negotiations, through changing the relations, through opening their borders, through trading, through working together, through recognizing each other.
Would we have to wait for our leader in the Palestinian side?
We have to wait for a leader on both sides. We have to wait for leadership on both sides. The distance between here and peace is leadership. and we need leaders on both sides to do
Is no any leader in the Palestinians or in the Israeli
There are
now?
potential leaders. This guy, Marwan Barghouti, who's in prison, is someone who remains dedicated to peace, to the two-state solution. I don't know why we're not talking to him in prison, just as the South African regime of de Klerk talked to Mandela when he was in prison, and Mandela was considered a terrorist. I'm not saying that Marwan Barghouti is Mandela. He's not. There's a big difference between Mandela and Marwan Barghouti. But he is a person who's recognized as a leader of the Palestinian people. And he even, last month, he was interviewed in Haaretz newspaper through his lawyer. And in the interview, and he backs it, said that I still support a two-state solution.
And there are in Israel also people who support
A
this.
majority of Israelis support the two-state
So
solution.
maybe we'll have a peace zone.
We have to.
Thank you.